Hi guys, so I am back to show you another little journal that I created, and this journal it's like a wedding planner slash journal slash album. What I did was I gutted out a book and I covered it with this Parisian theme fabric, and then I used like a hitch post here, and I put some metal corners in all four corners because it is front and back where I put it, and it has 6 signatures. And then here I have a chunky dangle, and I have Parisian charm here. I hope you guys can see. And then I have like one of these little window ones and some balls and bead caps, but this can easily be taken off because it's on a swivel clasp from Tim Holtz. And then in the front I have some lace going down and then some flat back pearls. I have this little piece of ephemera, and it says "You and Me" with some flat back pearls, and I backed that under with some other paper that I ripped and I distressed, and it also has some cheesecloth. And then it has a sheer ribbon closure, which can easily be made, you know, you can expand it as the album grows. So all you do to open it is just press it and unhook it. And that's how the album opens. So when you open it, it has some really pretty trim here, and it has a big pocket. And I just put some tags in here, some ephemera, and that goes back in there. I have some lace here, and this is sewn in. Has another pretty sewn in tag here with the word love. This here is a clear plastic that holds it holds business cards. So you can put 4 business cards in here, or more really. So it just holds business cards. So then this opens up, and it also serves as a little corner pocket, and this is a piece of ephemera. And what I'm thinking with this album or junk journal is the person receiving it can document their whole journey on planning the wedding. They can use it as a guest book. These can be used as, you know, for people writing advice or their well wishes or whatever have you. So they can document everything. This album has 142 pages, which makes, what is it, 200 and something front and back. Has a little ticket here. The laces have been all stitched in, more ephemera. So in my computer I put how we met so they can document how they met. And the reason why I didn't coffee dye these papers is because if the person wants to put pictures, they don't have to worry about the acid on the coffee. They can just put the pictures on. So what I did do was, on some of these I just glimmer misted. So like these are sprayed, so that's what I did. I really didn't want to add coffee to these pages. And then I put some old vintage book poems just for texture and just poems. So it has a lot of pages. I'm just gonna bypass the white ones. This is another spot. This is a little folder, and you have folders throughout. So I like to tuck receipts, and this is an envelope. for more tucking stuff in, another little tuck spot. And I'm going to try to go really fast. This is more space for tucking stuff in. A lot of journaling space, another pocket sewn in. A lot of sewing. I did a lot of sewing on this one. Another envelope. Another folder here in the Paris theme. This flips up and this flips up as well. See, so, and then I put a lot of lined papers I put for writing. More trim. I put some of these little envelopes that are sewn. They're book pages that I turn into envelopes. Some guest checks. This is another pocket for tucking in receipts or whatever have you. That paper's so pretty. This, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it's got shimmer on it. Another poem. This is another pocket, but this one closes and opens for putting in whatever in there and keeping it safe. It's not going to go anywhere. It's a little flip fabric. This is another pocket. This also is another pocket. Another poem. More, look at how pretty it shimmers. I like it. More lace trim. This is another pocket, and I just put an ephemera card in there. This is fabric that I just turned into a pocket, and then it said the proposal, so they can write how they got proposed, how they got proposed to. Look how pretty that image is out of the book. Another, this one is really shimmery. I had a lot of fun making this one. But the best one, the best part is going to be the back, and I'll show you that. We'll get in there. Another pocket, music, paper. And this is a vintage music music book that I have, and it's the original. I put original vintage pieces in mine. I don't scan them. They're all originals. I'm just bypassing, but I just want you to see just how cute Just Married. More shiny paper. Another flip. This is another one tuck. It's a new day. Tuck pot in there. This is another one of those pockets that you just open and store stuff in, and it closes back up like that. More trim. Let's plan. So I just went 1 through 15, you know, steps. Another little pocket folder. More dyed paper. Another pocket here. And I put these pom-poms. This is another pocket sewn in. And more little poems. Another envelope. And this is part of the file folder that opens up for a little note. This is another pocket. It says Forever. I just ripped it and distressed it with ground espresso. Another little, this is another folder. So there's so much room in here. I wish I had one of these when I was planning my wedding. This is a ribbon belly band. More stitching. The race is on. I'm gonna have this book in my Etsy, and the price is gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be so cheap. Another little envelope there. Let's bypass all these sheets, but this one looks like a brick wall. This is another folder with more ephemera pieces. Paper clip there. This is another folder. Lots of writing space, lots. Another envelope here. I hope I'm in frame. More writing space. This is another corner pocket here. Dreams come true. With the little card that says just married. And so this last signature, this has 6 signatures by the way, but this last signature is bigger than these 5. And the reason why, let me see if I can get it all in frame. The reason why this one is bigger is because of this. I have all these pages that they're basically for planning the wedding, okay? So for example, I wanted them to fit. So they fit the book perfectly, but they're a little bit bigger than the other 5 signatures. But they don't come, they're not bigger than the book. So if that makes sense. So here, your wedding team. So here, whoever receives it has all this, you know, the wedding consultant, the reception site, the cake decorator, the ceremony musician, the bride's parents, the best man, the maid of honor. So all of this is to keep track of. And then on this side, it continues. So then that can be folded like that. And then on this side is the transportation, the ceremony, the wedding party, the reception, who's gonna transport. And then on this side, it continues. And then it has for budgeting. You know, the stationery, how much money, honeymoon, the attire. And then on this side, it says guest list. So, and it gives you pointers and the address of everybody. You see, all the addresses. And so I wanted to keep that. So that is why it's a little bit bigger than the rest of the signatures. And then here, the wedding cake. And then it gives you pointers and the groom's cake, the filling flavors, you know, so you can keep track of all of that. And then in the back you can keep notes as well. And then here, see, I'm backwards. Oh, the videography, and it gives you pointers on that. And then here in the back you have, it says notes. And then, you know, here it talks about the flowers and decor, and then you have spaces for how much it's gonna cost and pointers and what to look for, and then here, you know, to break down the prices and your total budget and stuff like that. So you have everything, the attire, and then back here it continues, and the price, to keep track of the price. Here, beauty, the hair, the place, date, time, cost, nails, place, date, time, cost. So you keep, you know, who's gonna do the makeup, the place, the date, the time, the cost. So you keep track of all of that, and then all your notes back here. This is something really, you know, nice to keep, you know, to look back, and you could do it and put photos here, doing your makeup, or, you know, tasting the cake, you know, really nice. Hotel accommodations, where, total cost, and what's your budget, and how much it's gonna run you, all that. The reception, site 1, site 2, site 3, so you can keep track of the sites that you've seen. And back here, the contacts and who you spoke to and when you saw it and all that stuff. And then here you even have for your seating, you know, the bride's table, the groom's table, and then table number 1, who's gonna sit there, table number 2, number 3, you know, however, to help you with the seating. So it's a really nice way to keep track. The gift registry, you know, china, flatware, glassware, pots and pans, big cutlery, table linens, bed linens, you know, and then the websites and then notes here and stuff like that. Even here, changing your name, the steps to take to change your name, and IRS pointers and tips. So that's why I included that. And then back here, because I had to cut, I didn't want the loose ends, so I just made an envelope here, and you can still store stuff in here, and then that turns into an envelope. And then the last little page here has a pocket, and then that is the back. And then here you have another fabric pocket with more tags, and then that is the back of it. So, and it all closes with this little satin ribbon. All you do is push down, and has a little bling there, and there is your junk journal wedding book with your very pretty chunky charm. This is going to be listed on my Etsy. I'm going to try to put as many photos as I can. It has a lot of pages, but still it doesn't really crocodile out. Like if I didn't have it right there, it is not, doesn't have the closure, and you can see it really isn't really crocodiling out. So there's a lot of room for expansion. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.